Girl, what is going on? Wait, what the hell? Wait, what the fuck? Oh. Wait, this is so weird. What the hell? Oh my god. Wait. Ignore. What in the... You couldn't hear me the whole time? Anyways, I was saying that, I accidentally muted it. I was saying that I was trying to prop up this tripod that my phone is on so you can see my sewing machine, because I can't show my face on live streams. I'm sure you know that, but they freaking take down my live stream if I show my face. But I have things to work on, and I was like, oh, it's so sad to work in silence, so I thought I'd live stream. Two people in the chat. Oh, yeah. You should totally live stream someday. Sorry, I'm also eating this, like, salad. You should totally live stream someday. I remember on TikTok, I think you can live stream, like, no matter the amount of followers on TikTok you have, but when I used to use TikTok, it used to be you had to have 1,000 followers in order to live stream, like, to unlock that feature. But I think YouTube is different. I think you could live stream at, like, any rank in society. One more piece of my salad and then I'll go. Do you like her? I got her yesterday. Wow! Wait, the number just went from 9 to 22 people watching. Hello. Look at my new Reina Ryugu figure, bruh. I got her in the mail yesterday and I've wanted her since like 6th grade. She's so awesome. But yeah, I just have her next to me because she's beautiful to me. And yes, so she'll be accompanying us. I'm gonna see if I can play music because my TV is here. Hello everybody that's joining. My TV is over there. I'll see if I can play music, but there's been multiple times where YouTube has found reasons to ban me from my live stream and like ban my live streams temporarily, and it's like they've said like, oh, you were playing copyrighted music when I was singing Usewa by Ado. Like, I wasn't even playing it. So we'll see what happens. So I cannot play copyrighted music because they used to not. Sorry, I'm all the way across the room now. They used to not care, but now all of a sudden YouTube does care. I hope you can live stream this summer, and I hope I can catch it. I could watch. I don't think Persona 5 music is copyrighted, so maybe I'll play some Persona jazz. Because, like, every YouTuber uses Persona music in the background of their videos. It's impossible to find a perfect spot to live stream. Sad face. I can only live stream when I'm home alone, because then my parents would be like, who are you talking to? And so loudly, who are you talking to? It depends if you, like, want to show your face on live, or if you, like, want to show doing something like me right now. Well, that is if YouTube chooses to like you. They don't like my face. They think I'm 10 years old, so they whoa. I don't know if saying that number or age is going to get... I don't know if they're listening. Right now I'm removing this ruffle from this because I'm currently sewing my Infinity Miku cosplay, which I need in 8 days for a cosplay contest. Oh my gosh, wait, I just realized I have not shown any progress. I've been posting on my Instagram my progress of this cosplay. Which I should link. I should post my Instagram actually. But yeah, I'm entering this cosplay into a cosplay contest in 8 days, and I'm like not even done with it. But the shirt, the top, I'm redoing it because it looked like it looked like a shirt. And as you know, Hatsune Miku, she's meant to have like a tank top sort of collared thing going on, so I have to redo that. But it's no big deal, because all I have to do... Actually, it's hard to explain, but it makes sense to me. You cannot draw for an hour? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sorry, I have to read the chat. Whoa. Whoa. Ignore the mess over there. Those are all my fabrics. Oh my goodness! This tripod. Ignore. Whenever I'm literally a mess, people start joining. Like, why is there 20 people now? I'm trying to... Everything's falling. Okay. Whoa! Bro. Bear with me here. Polar bear with me. I'm so sorry, motion sick people. You're probably like, never joining a Koi Crossing live stream again. What the hell is this? Okay. Let me read the chat. Oh goodness, I can barely... Wait, cosplaying K-Angel on live stream is such a good idea. Oh my goodness. Wait, I'm trying to read the chat, but there's this bar from my tripod that's holding it up. Let me... How are you? Also, what time is it right now? I'm in Eastern time, so right now it's 11:44 in the morning. Cannot draw for an hour. I personally can't draw with people watching me. Like, I don't know. It just feels weird. Like, because I have to blend so many colors carefully. It could be a big project. Like, if you put a lot of detail into one project, then in the end, it'll be nice and awesomeness. Oh my gosh. Everyone's in the living room? Aw. Bro. Oh my god. I'm really trying here with this tripod. Wait, bro, it was just perfectly fine like a minute ago. Yeah, that tripod hates me. Okay, I think that's okay. But yeah, I'd love to do another live stream again where I'm in cosplay. Like, I used to do the live streams where I would bake stuff in cosplay, and then all of a sudden YouTube was like, no, do not show your face. I'm like, okay, damn. Okay, here's this part. Now I need my other part. See, this is, okay, it's hard to explain actually, but this is meant to be the shirt. This is half of the shirt, and then I have to put the other half on. But, oh my goodness, okay. So this part was where the shoulder is. This is too wide, so it falls like a sleeve, like my, can you even see my shirt? Like, it looks like this when I put it on, instead of a tank top sort of thing. So, what cosplay I've been working on? I'm working on Infinity Miku. Maybe I should put a picture of her somewhere. I don't know where I would put a picture of her. But it's Hatsune Miku's Infinity outfit. It's the one she wears in the end of Hatsune Miku or the disappearance? I don't know. Genius mode activated. I held it with my sewing machine. You should... Whoa! Stop! My thing is falling. This is kind of insanity. It's because the bottom of this is longer than the legs that hold it up, so it's like, I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes sense to me. You should cosplay again. You absolutely should cosplay again. I am a cosplayer advocate. Okay, now we need to cut off... Wait, I'm a little freaking scared, guys. I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna work. But we'll hope. When I tell you this cosplay has been such, like, a project, it's not even that difficult to put together, but it's just that I've had to go back and forth from, like, hobby and craft stores so much, I'm annoying my parents. The day I get a driver's license, it's over for everyone. It's just over. Okay, I'm dropping that for a second because I have to get this. I think this is the piece. Yeah, this is the piece. Okay. I cut this really strangely, but we're just gonna ignore, and because I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing, right? Right, guys? Put that there. Okay. What in the L? What the L? Wait, what? No. Huh? I think I've got it. Wait. This is just for measurement. Put that here. It's too quiet. Need music. Tunes. Wait, this is really hard to do on a surface like this. Move. This stupid tripod. Ignore the yellow desk. That's like burn marks from my hot glue gun and stuff. You tried doing Gyara makeup? Sorry, I know that comment is from like a while ago. I saw it, but then I didn't say anything. I'm trying to improve my makeup. Makeup is so, like, people make it look so easy, but it really isn't that easy. Gyara makeup looks so fun, though. But it seems like a very much like you have to trust the process thing. These pins are not permanent. They're not gonna stay here, I don't think. Because I'm just trying to measure where I have to cut the fabric. Okay, you know what? I'm a big talker to myselfer, so doing live streams is pretty good. There's literally one person here, and it's probably just Starling, but that's chill. It's like one-sided FaceTime. One-sided phone call. Maybe more people will join. I don't know. I never cared too much about, like, popularity. I don't know. I feel like some people be like, oh, this live stream isn't working. I'm turning it off. This is a waste of my time. But, like, I don't know, because I was thinking that before. And I was like, some cosplayers, or content creators in general, they make sure to point out, like, when they post stuff, they're like, oh, I'm flopping right now. Or, like, my videos are not doing good. I don't really care. Like, I'll keep posting either way, because I still like cosplaying. Even if my videos are quote-unquote flopping. I'll still keep going. Hello, 2 more people. Whoa. Welcome to the club. Guys, it's officially a club now. A club is 4 or more people. Or is it 3 or more people? I think a club is 3 or more people. Wait, no, this part is not meant to be attached. Because it's meant to open. So, 4 minimum. Hello, Yuki! Oh my goodness! Guys, it's such a club now! Everybody's joining. Everybody. I think I won the internet. 5 whole people. That's enough for a cult. Yeah, isn't a cult 3 people? Cult of happiness and joy, where we do playing all the time and there's no malicious intent whatsoever. Guys, who's on summer break right now? Because I am, and I get to play. That's why it's a Thursday at 11 something in the morning and I'm freaking live streaming on YouTube. Summertime means play all day. Also, I have to do summer school because I failed geometry. But, like, who wouldn't fail geometry? Also, summer school for my school is just like an online course, and it also boosts your grade. It's an online course for a week. Sorry, I don't know why I'm telling you this. It's an online course for a week, and then it boosts your grade. So it's awesome. Everybody on to summer break right now? Sewing machine is so peak. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. What the sauce? Okay. Wait, this is fine. Question mark? I think I know what I'm doing. I ran out of black thread, so it's just, like, gonna be suspicious now, but I don't know what I mean by suspicious, but whatever. Ignore that there's excess. When I sew it, you won't be able to see it when I flip it inside out. Hopefully I'm, like, correct, and I don't make a fool out of myself. If you could see my head, hi. You might be able to see my head. Hello, Jirai Kagamine Len. That's so goated. Where's my pedal? Wait, did I leave that downstairs? Hold on, I think I left the thing to make my sewing machine go downstairs. Cottage cheese! I've got it. Does anybody actually like cottage cheese? I tried it this morning because we have it in my house and my dad just, like, eats it out of the container. It's very sus. It really is. It is so suspicious. The texture is very strange. Get ready to hear my heavy tools. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Release them. Oh, that was so anticlimactic. Not anticlimactic, that was just, like, not... That was not as aggressive as I made it out to be. Wait, I didn't put the ruffle on. Release them? Damn it, whatever. Well, this is just a test run. This is just a test run. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Hello, welcome back. The progress that's been made? I guess I'm just doing whatever here. I'm doing something. I think I made progress. I don't know. I didn't put the ruffle on the sleeve. That's another thing with this cosplay is I've run out of lace ruffles so many times. It takes up so many materials. Okay, just a test run, just a test run. Also, I will cut off this excess, but let's see if that works. Spelled W-E-R-K-S. Work! Oh, I lost it. Did you see that? The pin just left. Okay. Okay. Oh my. Uh-oh. Okay, girl. Whoa! Wait, we're totally working here. Spelled W-E-R-K-S. Working. Wait, this is actually okay. I don't really know. Wait, something's wrong, actually. Wait, this is work. What are we waiting for? I don't know why I keep saying wait. Okay. Shift it to the sewing mannequin. Let me try it on her. Ooh, girl. Oh, girl. Oh, no. Wait, it's okay. You're just gonna have to hear my struggles in the background, but... Wait, this is okay. Guys, I totally got it. Unc still got it. I think. Unc still got it. Okay, this is really just not good, but whatever. Whatever. Trust the process. I need to post photos of my progress for this cosplay. I said this earlier, but I've been posting stuff on my Instagram about it, but not here. I'm making big wings. I made big wings that move out of, whoa. It's so hot in here. But I made big wings that move out of wood. And I'm currently in the process of putting feathers on them. I probably won't paint myself entirely white, but I do have, like, white face paint. So I will do that. Because she has that, has that gothic vibe. Well, the gothic look. And then she has the white face paint. Or she's just, like, sickly pale. Is what I mean. Okay, let's see if this is working, guys. Working? Oh, yes. This is so much better. I literally have done it. I have done it. I adjusted my cosplay and now it works the top. Well, one side of the top. I have to do the other side. She's entirely pale head to toe. I know. Wait, this is really not very good. Actually, it's like okay. I don't know, maybe I'm trying to justify my mistakes. Well, what we can do, I'm just kind of talking to myself here, but I think I'll cut the armhole more. Because there needs to be more room here for my arm. I want the Infinity Miku figure. Oh my god, she's like, has so many bootleg versions. But it would be really helpful to actually have, like, the figure while working on this cosplay, because then I'd literally have a 3D model of her outfit. I did consider buying, like, white sleeves or stockings, though. My only concern is that this cosplay contest is in June, so it'll be very hot. Okay, I did that. Ooh, I have to hem it. Actually, I don't have to hem this part because I'm putting... Sorry, I'm literally talking to myself. Oh, well, I can actually show you what I'm talking about. This part looks like it has to be hemmed. Maybe I should still, but there's gonna be ruffle that's gonna go around it. Like this ruffle has to go around the sleeve hole too. So yeah. That's so much more comfortable. I've just adjusted it. This thing is very strange to have on. It feels so weird. Wait, I have to look at my reference photo for her too, because I think she has... Oh, Jesus. I've just dropped my... Okay, do you want to see my Milanote? Because my Milanote is very complex. This is my planning for this cosplay. This is the vest. I high-key want to redo the vest. I literally hate how this has come out, if I'm gonna be honest. The thing is, then I need more fabric, and I've already spent a fortune on trying to make this. Well, actually, I haven't been keeping track of how much money I've spent trying to make this, but... Because the vest, I don't really like how it's looking right now. Well, actually, I have an idea. Well, no. I've changed my mind on my idea that I just had. You're watching the creative process happen live. See how she has that there? I have to do that lace thing. Not the lace. Well, yeah, like the Whatever. I'm trying to explain it, but it's just not working. Okay. So one side is like, okay. I'm excited to see this cosplay. Yes, I am too. I have to have it done by like this week or next week. The contest is on next Friday, I believe. So I tried thinking like what made me want to cosplay Infinity Miku. I cannot remember. But she's very special. I think because I wanted to do something with wings. Let's put on some background music, guys. Let me put on like Persona 5 music. Okay. Here we go? Question mark? Where's the sleeve hole again? I'm lost. I'm lost. Oh. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. I think that's okay. Well, that just means they're quality. I think $200 worth of cosplays for 2. Well, where are they from? Question mark. I ask. What parts have I already completed? I haven't really solidly completed anything of this cosplay, but like I'm making good progress on a lot of stuff. Like a lot of stuff has progress done. The wig is a whole thing because her hair is a very. Let me pull up the photo again so I can show like what I mean or try to explain it better with the photo. Her hair is very unnatural, as you can see. So I've been working on making it a structure with wig hair wefts and stuff. I could get that if you would like to see the structure that I have, but I just bought a plain Miku wig and I used chicken wire to make the shape. Then I put tape around the chicken wire and then I put batting around it so that way I could glue wig hair wefts to it. And in order to get that purple, I bought like hairspray. I ran out of colored hairspray. I ran out of the purple, so I only did one side of the pigtails, which I have to attach them to the head, the base of the wig. But yeah, I'm waiting for the other colored dye to come in. But then the wig is pretty much like almost done. The cosplay itself is actually kind of easy to do, or easy to put together, because it's really just a dress. The skirt I have. I could show the skirt. I have to put the skirt together. But what I'm gonna do is, here I drew it out. I made this tank top thing, and then I have the skirt, but the skirt isn't sewn together to become a skirt yet. So, once I make this a skirt and I put the elastic waistband in, then I will attach this and make it a dress, so that way it'll go underneath this vest, and the vest is what I'm currently working on right now. The sleeves and this should be pretty easy to make. And then her wings, I'm currently working on. Where are the wings? There's actually no photo of her with her wings, but yeah. Are they heavy? The hair things? Like the things for the hair? They're not very heavy. They aren't, because it really is just chicken wire and tape that it is. I could bring them to show. I'll go get, like, the stuff that I'm talking about. I'll come in through this door. Ignore the mess of the room. It's like, whatever. I feel like it's natural for human beings to live among. Actually, forget I said anything. That kind of makes no sense, what I was trying to say. I will be back. Hello. I have my things here. Okay. Let me show you. what I have. Okay, so here are the hair things. I also don't know if I'm in frame or not. Wait, which is the left or right one? I'm confused. Hopefully I have this right. Does this look right? Hopefully I'm in frame, but these are the hair things. I don't really know how they look. I haven't looked at them, like, in a mirror, actually, but I hope you can see what I mean by, like, I'm trying to dye it. I already put all the wig hair on it, and then I'm trying to dye that part purple. It'll look a bit better when it's actually on the base wig. That's what I have of those things right now, and then you can kind of see some of the chicken wire, whatever. That's okay, because I'm just going to paint the side on the other side. And then, I hope this is in frame. Here are the wings. They don't move too much because the fabric that I used as a base for the feathers is kind of constricting it. But, yeah, and then these handles that I used to, like, open and close it, I will cover it with more feathers. And yeah, I made it out of wood. And I'm just covering it with feathers. But yeah. These things, though, they're not really heavy, actually. They're very not heavy. You can tell, like, they're boingy. Anyways, I see that you're getting a new hairstyle tomorrow. That is lovely. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see your new hairstyle. The wings were actually relatively easy to make. You just have to understand, like, where the joints go and stuff. It was just wood and bolts. It was super, like, cheap, too. It was relatively cheap. It cost, like, $14 for all the nuts, bolts, and the wood was, like, $14. But yeah. I'm gonna try to put some music on. But yeah, hopefully I win this cosplay contest, because the prize for the cosplay contest is tickets to Anime NYC. And I would love to go to Anime NYC, because this year they're having the Project Sekai panel where Mafiu and Kanade's voice actors are gonna be there. And that's pretty cool. And I'd love to go. That's the first time they're bringing, like, Project Sekai stuff to my area. Because, like, it's always just Anime Expo that they do cool stuff like that at. In America. Persona. Anime Expo this year is so freaking cracked, bro. Like, Anime Expo is absolutely insane every year. But what do you mean that there's a Needy Streamer Overload panel, a Project Sekai panel, an Alien Stage panel? They're doing, Good Smile Company is doing some sort of Hatsune Miku showcase. And then Roselia from Bandori is performing. Is having a concert there. Like, what? Roselia has never been to the US, let alone any of the Bandori bands. Anyways, yeah. It's in LA. For the wings, though, if you really wanted to do wings, you could find, like, open and close. You could find wings that open and close on Amazon for, like, I think they're $30 or $40, which is definitely a price to pay. But, like, it's certainly something. But I was considering doing that. They're plain wings. They're the structure. They have no feathers on them, but you put the feathers on them, and they open and close. I was debating buying those, but I was like, okay, I kind of want to hand make this whole thing. So then I just made it out of wood. Star Wars Celebration want to go next year, but tickets are already sold out. Is this like a convention thing? Because people always say, like, oh, tickets are already sold out for a lot of things. But tickets are never truly sold out, trust me. There's always going to be somebody reselling or, you know, whatever it may be. Tickets will never truly be gone. And also there's a million different ticket websites, which I'd love to talk about my fiasco getting Miku Expo tickets. back in May because something crazy happened. We ended up paying $80 and getting no ticket, like, for the concert. But ow, I just poked myself. It's a convention? Oh no. Well, for conventions, actually, a lot of people end up selling tickets last minute. That's how my dad got his ticket to Anime NYC last year, actually. Because he had to accompany us into New York City, of course. And he found somebody just reselling a ticket, so I'm sure there will be someone reselling a ticket, even if it's not anytime soon. Like, it might be closer to the day of the convention, or maybe the week of, but keep your eyes peeled on places like Facebook and just, like, forums where people discuss. Or maybe, like, Reddit. Oh, actually, I don't know if you should trust Reddit, because Reddit is kind of infamous for, like, ticket scams and stuff like that. I know people, when I was looking at for Miku Expo tickets, people were like, hey, don't listen to anybody who's saying they're selling tickets on Reddit, unless, I don't know, maybe a parent looks deeper into that. Alright. But yeah, back in May, when we were trying to go to Miku Expo, I'm a very, like, wait until last minute kind of person. Well, for tickets, because that's when prices are the lowest. When they're trying to get rid of things, they're trying to get rid of the tickets, so they sell them for really cheap last minute. The venue where people resell for really cheap last minute, just to make a profit either way. Like, they'll sell it for really cheap instead of, like, if you check the ticket and they go down literally by the hour, like I promise. So for ticket prices, for tickets for concerts and stuff, trust, they're never truly sold out. I always wait until the last minute, and on some website they will always be cheaper, like the day of. So we got our Miku Expo tickets the day of Miku Expo back in May. And I found tickets for $40, and they were really good. They were on the first level, looking directly at the stage, and they were $40 per ticket for me and my friend. So I was like, oh my god. So my father purchased them. Why did I say it like that? My father purchased them. My dad bought the tickets. And then he texts me after school, and he's like, bad news. These aren't concert tickets, these are for parking. And I'm like, what in the ale? So, it didn't show that we bought them on StubHub. And StubHub didn't specify that they were parking tickets, but also, like, who the hell buys parking in advance? Like, it's a concert ticket website. Why would they do that and not have, like, a section for it or something? But it showed, when you clicked on the ticket, it showed a seat in the venue, so it looked like it was a concert ticket. So anybody would, like, fall for this and not know that it wasn't actually a ticket for the concert. So yeah, it was just like a whole fiasco. My dad has gotten refunded for it, but it was really sus. I saw something on the news yesterday about this lady who used StubHub, and she got charged $8,000 for, like, no reason. Oh, it was for parking! It was a thing like that. She got charged $8,000 for parking for a ticket for the World Cup, like, out of nowhere. I'm like, bruh, StubHub? It's more like Sus Hub. Why are they scamming? $8,000? Yeah, because it was like she was buying. The story was that she bought tickets for the World Cup, which I think is starting today. World Cup! Yeah. I don't know if anybody cares. I don't know if anybody in this live stream right now is from, like, New York or New Jersey, but the things with the Knicks is literally, like, insane. Like, oh my gosh, I have so much to talk about this. The people, like, what is going on in New York right now is crazy with the Knicks basketball games. These people are insatiable. In, like, not a good way. Like, they're causing... These people I mean by, like, Knicks fans and rowdy Knicks fans, basketball and stuff. I don't know. They're, like, destroying public property and stuff. And people are getting actually hurt. It's like after the games, people come out of Madison Square Garden and they're like, there's videos of it. Like the other day they knocked down a bus sign and started hitting people with it. Like people started hitting other people with this bus sign. I'm like, what are we doing? And then they were standing in front of traffic. They were standing in front of taxi cars and they were jumping on top of the cars. I'm like, what makes you people think this is okay? Life tip, don't stand in front of traffic and jump. Sorry, I just poked myself. I don't know if you saw that. Don't jump on top of cars that are actively trying to get through you. What? Oh, damn it. Normal events in New York. I want to, my dream someday is to live in New York and, like, work there. So many people try to say bad things about it, though. Like, I've been to New York because I'm from New Jersey. Like, going to New York is a day trip. And every time I say, like, oh, yeah, I want to go to college in New York. I want to be in New York when I'm older. There's always somebody who's like, you know, the crime rates are real bad there. And I'm like, oh, my God. Can we just turn off the news for 5 minutes? I want to go to college there. Let me write that down. But yeah, like, every time I tell someone, like, because I love New York City. I know it's freaking whack as hell, and there's constantly nightmarish stories of New York, but I love it so much, and then there's always just this little voice that's like, you know, there's a lot of homeless people. It's like, so what? Like, I know there's crime that happens in New York, guys. That is so real. Every time I go to Daiso, and it's not close by, every time I go to Daiso, I always forget what I want to get. Because I do genuinely want to get, like, supplies. They have such a good selection of sewing stuff, and, like, little beads and things, and stickers and stationery. I like going to Daiso for back-to-school shopping, because they have these really cute notebooks, and they're, like, literally $1. But yeah, that's so real. I always forget, like, what I want to get at Daiso every time I go. Are you seeing me trying to struggle to get this, like, equally on the thing? On the fabric? I had an iced coffee this morning, and it has literally changed my life. Like, these past 2 days has just felt like I'm home, I'm not really doing too much. Then I had my iced coffee, and I was like, oh my lord! Now I'm singing, and, like, now I'm live streaming, and now I'm sewing, and actually working, and, like, feeling motivated to do stuff. Like, it's the little things. Oh, let me write that down. This is being so annoying. Erga. What the eel? No! Okay. I'm really trying to get this. I wish I was going to buy I was going to buy lashes for my cosplays. But you forgot them. Thankfully, there's a Daiso near me. Also, adding a Miniso next to it. That is so peak. Oh, goodbye. Goodbye. If you have to go and charge your device. Ew, this is like so gross, but will it do? Actually, wait, I could hem this. I could just hem this part. Guys, I am thinking ahead of all of you. 2 steps ahead. 2 steps to whatever. I'm very, like, when it comes to projects, I'm very, like, sporadic with what I work on. Like, in one day, I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna work on the wig, and then I'll change what I'm working on. I'm like, okay, now I'm working on sewing. And I think I have to make a better system. So today, I'm just gonna try to finish up the actual cosplay itself, because I haven't finished sewing the costume, because I started working on the wings, and then I started working on the wig, and I have time to dedicate each day to something different, and I feel like that would actually make more progress than how far I've gotten now. I'm sweating. It is so humid today. It's disgusting outside. I wish for a thunderstorm. I love thunderstorms. It was meant to rain last night and then it didn't, so I just got totally faked out. Maybe I should pin this, guys. Anybody else think of that? That I should put this in place so maybe I don't have to, like, chance it every time? Okay, we're getting somewhere. Okay. Very focused. La la, la 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 la, la la. Oh my god, why is this so not good? Me when I eat a really bad food that doesn't taste good. Oh my god, why is this so not good? Very carefully. I've done it. You just watch me struggle to do exactly what I've just done. For like that whole time. Okay, it looks really... Wow. Look at that. That's so bad. Hopefully... No, actually, yeah, let me fix that because it's not even attached to the... let me write that down. It rained for me last night in Eastern Europe. I wish for rain because it's so hot and it's not even raining. I love summer thunderstorms though. That's probably my favorite weather. I hate when it's overcast though. Like in my state, we had just overcast clouds in the sky, cloudy sky for so long. I swear it was like the entirety of spring. It was just overcast and cloudy, but it wasn't even raining. That's the worst weather. I hate that because it makes me feel like I'm gonna go insane. I'm like, where is the sun? Hello. Welcome to the club. I'm literally sweating right now. I know I said that before, but like, help. I'm also in the hottest room in my house. I could have kept my sewing machine in my room, but it's something about my room that I don't even like being in. Like, I feel like I should like my room, because that's where all my stuff is and my figures and things, but like... What am I making? I'm working on a cosplay right now. I'm working on my Infinity Miku cosplay. Hatsune Miku's Infinity outfit from Project Diva. Like, is that not weird? Does that look off? Oh, let me write that down. I don't know. Maybe it does look off. I'll just... Like, we move regardless. Let's Pardon me, I have to lock in for a second. Sewing really messes with your posture, because what the hell is this? If this isn't like a straight line, then I just don't care. I'm not going back and doing this sleeve. I've been working. That's not too bad. That is not too bad. And when I have it on, it'll probably look different. Whoa. Let me read the chat. Isn't it worse when it rains, but it doesn't clear the heat and just make everything more humid? Well, I don't know. I feel like that's very specific. I haven't really experienced that. Or maybe like after it rains. I've done the sleeve. Guys, slow and steady wins the race. Like, if I just do this very carefully, it'll look exactly how I imagine it in my mind. However, I did make this part kind of small. Totally okay. I've totally got it. Nothing I can't fix. It's 2:37 a.m. You should go to sleep. You should go to sleep because then you can, well, yes. If you sleep, you could have a dream, and if you have a dream, it could be something good. Persuasion? Look it! Okay, so here's my dilemma. This lace, I ran out of it. I got it from Michael's. I ran out of it. Hello! This lace I ran out of. But then I have this. Is it weird to keep? Yeah, it actually is. I'm just gonna change everything to this lace, whatever. You have insomnia? I'm sorry. I don't know how that's like, but it must suck. Does anybody else just get like bored of sleeping? Ever? Wait, this piece is actually already like... Would that look weird? Would that look weird to have two different kinds of lace? What am I making? I'm making my Infinity Miku cosplay. Hatsune Miku's Infinity outfit from Project Diva. Okay, so here's the vest. Is that weird to have two different kinds of lace? Should I just replace this part with this lace? Because this is the vest. Can you like tell what this is meant to be? Like, this is the sleeve and this is the vest. This is only one side of it. I don't know, because I like this this one. I like this lace. I guess I could undo it, and if I don't, I could always put it back. But anyways, let's get moving on to the next sleeve. I have to unpick this whole thing so that I could cut the next sleeve. Because I'm redoing the way that I did the sleeve. Yeah, I think I might keep it like it. I might keep it like that. I have to redo the sleeves because the amount of space there is on this one, I'm not sure if you can tell what I'm trying to show here. The amount of space that's here, which is where my shoulder is meant to go through this sleeve, causes it to look like a shirt sleeve like that. But it needs to look more like a tank top. So I need to take this apart so I can cut like some length off here so it could be more like a tank top. Like how Miku has it. And yeah, I think I'll dedicate today to working on the top. Let me move it down. Let me write that down. Should I put Reina in the frame so you can see her? My beauty? Oh, you can't even really see her. You can see her right there. She's a little violent, but don't worry about her. She's cute like that. It's just ketchup. And she's like, oh, look at the ketchup everywhere. I ran out of black thread. I know I said that earlier, but it just makes everything so much... Like, if I'm trying to do this professionally for the contest, or more clean, not really professionally is not the word, but like if I want to do this more clean, I should have just used not white, I should get black thread, but my parents are so sick of me asking to go to the craft store, so I feel bad asking to go again to get black thread. Thread is literally like 99 cents. She's from Higurashi When They Cry. You've probably seen clips from Higurashi before, like the scene where the yellow-haired girl from like the old anime, and the yellow-haired girl is beating this blue-haired girl with a chair in a classroom. I don't know, it's a pretty infamous scene from Higurashi, but that's from Higurashi, the anime. But it was originally a visual novel, and I still have to play the visual novel, but I was obsessed with the anime when I was in middle school. I want to get games on my computer, because I used to have a MacBook, then it broke, so now I have a Windows computer, and it's actually, like, better, because it can actually run games. Like, a MacBook could run games, but Windows is just better for stuff like that. I want to play the Song of Saya, and I want to play the Higurashi visual novel. To actually play the OG. Oh, you gotta go? Wait, see ya, bye! Somebody texting me? Bro ignored me the whole stream? Hello? June, are you here? What? Do I know Raggedy Ann? Like the doll? And Andy, yes. I think it was my great-grandma used to have a collection of those things, like of those dolls, and she had one bedroom in her house, like completely dedicated, like it was just a bed with all those dolls on it. Yes. I do know of them. You have 4? Wait. Who is texting me? It's June. He's saying I'm ignoring him. Am I? Is he here? Wait, which one? What? Sorry. Like, a mutual of mine is texting me saying that I've been ignoring him the whole stream. I don't know if he's still here, but... I'm sorry, I did not see. There's literally only like 4 people here. Or maybe 3 people. I don't know how I would have missed him. Being on stream is just like having a friend in the room. Because, like, I always have... I love having, like, background noise, and I need to have background noise while I'm working. And I'm just so, like, sick of YouTube commentary videos, and I feel like YouTube doesn't have, like, anything good anymore for, like, just to have in the background. Like, no, I don't want to hear about this random niche TikToker who did something problematic with kids for the 3rd week in a row, like, and it's, like, these 4-hour-long video essays about iCarly's most disturbing episode, like, I don't know, YouTube just doesn't really have anything that's satiating my background noise needs. I've been watching Danganronpa Trials as background noise, but I think being on live is nice, because it's like having someone else in the room while I work. My whole room is cute core, and then I have porcelain dolls. That's nice! I think that fits the cute core vibe. The porcelain dolls. Or like kind of Marut. I love Marut. I'm not sure a lot of people know this. Like, I'm not sure a lot of people on my channel know this, but my mom actually hates, whoa, I'm so sorry, are you okay? She hates that I cosplay. So, like, she doesn't know that I still actively cosplay in free time. So when I cosplay, I'm always home alone. And the reason why I'm working on this cosplay now, like, I can only work on it when I'm home alone, or in, like, the dead of night, or else she'll get upset at me for doing cosplay stuff, because she says, like, it's childish and it's a waste of time. But I don't care. I still do it, because I feel like I want to go to fashion school someday, right? For, like, fashion design. And honestly, I was thinking about it the other day. I feel like my cosplay stuff could actually be, like, worthy of my portfolio for accepting into, like, fashion school, for submitting to fashion school, because I'm hand sewing this entire thing. Maybe not hand sewing, but I'm sewing this entire thing. I've made the entire thing. I've made functional wings. I'm making the wig. I'm making the entire costume. And I've just realized, like, even though it's costumes, I've made things. I think that counts for my portfolio. So yeah. Also, cosplay is so much deeper than a lot of people think it is. Like, cosplay is so much more than just dressing up. Like, it really is an industry. It's, like, it's what sustains people. It's jobs, and it's become professional. It's like become a professional thing now. American flag with Teto on it is so real. That's freaking peak. Your room is blessed. On my door, I have Hatsune Miku with an American flag. Hatsune Miku in front of the American flag. But yeah, like, cosplay is so much deeper than just dressing up. It's like cosplay championships, like contests, like the World Cosplay Summit goes so, like, that's the Olympics of cosplay, is the World Cosplay Summit. The cosplay contest ever, like, thousands of dollars involved, trips across the world. It's like a multi-layer content. I'm not sure if I'm phrasing that right, but it's like it has multiple layers to it. Like, there's like the rounds is what I mean, and then the different rounds take place in, like, different parts across the world. So if you win, like, hypothetically, if you win the first round of the World Cosplay Summit, you go to whatever country is next. Like, you go to, like, Switzerland or something. Like, if it starts in America, then the prize would be, I think it'd be like money or something, and then you'd also be put onto the next round, which is, like, across the country. It's a serious thing. Like, cosplay gets serious. It's so much more than just playing dress up. It's literally such hard work and passion and time. I recognize cosplay as a fashion thing. I do. Because people customize their cosplays, they hand make them with their own details. They hand make them with such detail. I could go on about what I love about cosplay so much. How do I start if I want to cosplay? Like, how to make a cosplay, where to get a cosplay? Question mark? Honestly, I think the easiest way to start cosplaying is, well, I wouldn't say the easiest way, because you could totally make your own cosplay, but cosplay is so accessible now that you could find, like, you know, you could find a lot online. I would suggest, if you were going to buy a cosplay, I would suggest looking on Depop, actually, because I know a lot of people buy off of, like, Amazon and stuff, which I totally have, like, Amazon cosplays. But Depop I'm not sure if you've heard of it, but I love Depop. It's pretty well known. It's like a secondhand website. I bought my Rin cosplay on there with the wig for $22. Like, it's just used stuff that people are selling, like used cosplays and stuff. I totally recommend buying cosplays off of there, because you could find exactly what you're looking for a really reasonable and good price, because it's secondhand. So yeah, I really suggest looking at Depop or Mercari for cosplays. Whoa, sorry, I'm trying to read the chat. I'm not a professional cosplayer at all. But I've been to cons in 3 continents. Well, that's crazy. That's actually really cool. But yes, of course, look on Depop if you want to get into cosplay. Honestly, I would suggest to get into cosplay because it's so accessible nowadays to, like, maybe, unless you want to make your first cosplay. But I would suggest buying it just so that way you could, like, first get yourself introduced to it. Like, first get yourself introduced to wig styling, because I feel like when you make a cosplay, or when you're making something, even if you tell yourself you're not trying to make it perfect, in the back of your head, there's just this, like, oh, you want to make it look this way, or you want to make it look as perfect as possible, or you have a specific image of, like, in your mind, how you want it to look. Which I totally say go for it. But for your introduction to cosplay, I think just trying it first by buying a cosplay, again, like I said, like secondhand for cheap, or a reasonable price. I'm not saying you have to look for a cheap cosplay, it's whatever your price range is, then totally go for it. But yeah, you can find cosplays for pretty good prices. I've seen cosplays for like $4 on Depop, like Danganronpa cosplays. I remember I had a Mikon Sumiki one in my cart. I'm also selling some of my cosplays too, actually. I'm selling 2 on Depop, my Ai Hoshino and Hu Tao one. Hi! How do you tell your parents about cosplays? Just rejoined. Also, Higurashi. Yes! I have Reina! I got her yesterday and I love her so much. I've been carrying her around the house with me like my doll. A message has just been retracted. No, hey, I read that. Mako-chan. I read that. Your question was how to tell your parents that you're into cosplay, or like about cosplay. Okay. Does that question go for telling your parents about cosplay as like a subject, like as a thing, or to tell your parents that you do cosplay or want to get into it? Because I know people have asked before, like, how do I tell my parents that I want to cosplay? I mean, I just explained a little bit ago, I'm not sure if you were here, but my mom hates that I cosplay. My dad is kind of chill about it. He's like, it's whatever, I'm not hurting anyone. And also, like, I hand make my cosplays, so he sees it as, like, a hobby. But yeah. So I've been into cosplay for years, but I mean, it's kind of just like dress up. I was into cosplay when I was really little. Like, I got into it, not really little, but I got into cosplay when I was like 8 years old. So at that age, it was pretty normal for me to want to play dress up and stuff. So my parents were pretty accepting of it then, and I've just kind of stuck with it since then. So I think they've gotten pretty normalized to like I never had to explain it, is what I've said. It is what I mean. Because I've been doing this since I was like 8. So I never really had to explain it, so I don't really know how you would explain it. I mean, honestly, I would explain cosplay to your parents if you were to introduce it to your parents. Oh, I made a slideshow to tell my mom and I haven't shown her yet. Definitely include photos of other cosplayers, because I think it emphasizes the deeper meaning of it, like how much more it is than just dress up. Because it's an entire hobby. I don't really know how to explain it in like a convincing way though, that would like, to an average person, they're like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool. Like to an average mother. Like with photos of like people, and a lot of people in cosplay, or like professional cosplayers, Or also just like photos of cosplayers your age. Young cosplayers, professional cosplayers. It shows the range of like how many people really do it and the popularity of it and the diversity of cosplay. Because like I said earlier, there's so many like different levels of cosplay. Like there's, oh, you could do it as a hobby, and then there's people who join contests, and then there's people who travel the world in cosplay contests, and there's people who do it professionally, and then there's people who make their own cosplays. There's people who perform in cosplay. It's really all just a fun hobby that a lot of people are into. And it's all about portraying the character and being the character, being creative. It's just another form of art. This happened months ago, but there was that controversy with that girl who was on the podcast. I'm not sure if the three of you who are in this live stream know what I'm talking about, but it was that clip of the girl that really enraged the cosplay community where she's saying, like, cosplay contests are not worth time because in a day that somebody is, their full Saturday is taken up in the line for a cosplay contest, and then they get on stage, in that amount of time, you could have filmed 200 TikTok videos, and you could have, and nobody can see you on camera, like, I don't know, her point was like, she's like a professional cosplayer or something, or she's a cosplay influencer. I don't really know much about this girl, but this clip blew up. Yeah, this was a couple months ago. Everybody on Instagram was really enraged about it, so I heard about it a lot, but I didn't know too much about it myself. But yeah, the clip is out there, where she's saying that, like, cosplay contests aren't, oh, that's what she said. She says verbatim, she says, cosplay contests aren't actually a part of cosplay. That's what she says, and I'm like, okay. Anyways, so actually, but yeah, that was a huge controversy because she went on this rant about, in the amount of time you take to do a cosplay contest, you could have filmed 200 TikTok videos and collaborated with influencers, and when you're on that stage, nobody even sees your face, but when you're recording videos and taking pictures and posting them, everybody sees your face. And I'm like, okay, so her point she was trying to prove is that cosplay is about popularity. Like, what she was trying to say, essentially, is that in order to cosplay, you have to be recognized. You have to have a face. You have to be somebody behind your cosplay. I mean, that was coming from a cosplay influencer. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't know if she's apologized. I think she apologized. But either way, that was a bad message to put out there. But I feel like the cosplay community really, like, retaliated for that. And because it became a trend, actually, to be like, people would they would post clips of them in cosplay contests. And then there'd be text over the screen that says something like, oh, cosplay contests aren't a part of the cosplay community, guess this was for nothing then. I don't know if I'm explaining it well, but yeah, it was this whole thing. She was totally wrong, though, saying that cosplay contests aren't a part of cosplay. So you actually just said that they are cosplay contests. I think they are part of it. It's always been about the community. Cosplay has become so commercialized. It's become so for show and for social media, especially with, like, influencers who post videos of themselves in cosplay. Like, whatever the hell was going on with Megan Thee Stallion a couple years ago. I guess she was cosplaying for 5 minutes or whatever. I don't know if that was Megan Thee Stallion, but nothing really too against that. But, like, I'm not angry that Megan Thee Stallion was cosplaying. If she was, question mark. I actually don't remember if I'm correct about that, but some celebrities were. And it was, like, becoming a trend to cosplay. But then it's just losing its meaning. Like, it's really losing its meaning nowadays with these big conventions, which don't get me wrong, I love big conventions and I'd love to go to Anime Expo someday. But I don't know, I just feel like cosplay is losing its community a little bit. What if people are uncomfortable with posting their face online? Exactly. Cosplay is about fun and not being popular. Exactly. It's about the communities. Did you just see my face? I hope you didn't see my face. Yeah, if you're not comfortable posting your face online, like, literally, so what? You could still cosplay, totally. Because cosplay is all about the costume. It's not about your face. It's not about who you are under the costume. It's about the character. I mean, it totally is, you know, who you are under the costume totally comes into play, but I'm trying to say, like, the reason why people cosplay is to embrace that character and to embrace their fandom and the community. But yeah. Trying to argue that, like, you have to be popular, you have to be pretty to be in cosplay. No, the hell you don't. What the hell does that even mean? I wasn't watching, I was cleaning my figures. Keep your figures clean. She has some dust on her stand, actually. I just got this figure in the mail yesterday. I'm super happy. I wanted her for a really long time. You can't even see, hello. Well, whatever. Yeah, I wanted this figure for a long time, because she was my favorite character in 6th grade when I first watched Higurashi. Reina was always my favorite. And I recently traded one of my Reina figures. I had the... If the 5 people in this live stream know what I'm talking about, I had the, it was from Higurashi Go, which is pretty recent. It was from, like, 2022, I think. It was a figure that released, and it was sort of like a pop-up parade kind of thing, but it wasn't. It was one of the Furyu figures. That's the brand. And it was, like, $30, and it was a really simple figure. And I loved her a lot, and I recently traded her for a Rei Ayanami figure. And I felt so bad trading that figure, but I was like, it's okay, I'm going to get my bigger and better Reina figure someday. And literally not even like a month later, I did get my bigger and better Reina figure that I've wanted forever. I found her on Depop, and the seller let me have her for like $120, I think, which is crazy because this figure sells for like $400 to $600. But I sort of traded with them. It was like a half trade, half buying thing. I paid for half the figure because they initially wanted me to pay $260, I think they were paying for the figure, so I traded half the cost, and I paid the other half. So I traded, like, a tapestry that was worth the other half of the cost, and then I purchased the figure. So in the end, I spent $120 on something that's worth, like, $400 to $600. Anyways, I'm going on a crazy rant right now, but I'm glad you guys are listening to my rambling about whatever. I'm gonna go look on Depop. Have fun on Depop. I hope you find something good. I love Depop. Maybe I should put my Depop link in my bio, actually. Link in bio. I should put my Instagram in my bio, or in the description, or something. Actually, I should make a long-form video again. I haven't made a long-form video in a while. I made a video last year when I went to Castle Point Anime Convention. I love that convention. I made a vlog last year when I went to that convention, and I went again this year, but I had, like, no time to vlog. We didn't really do too much, actually, because I performed at that convention. That was my first time performing, so I couldn't really do a vlog. It was also such a bad day. It was very rainy. It wasn't that the con was bad, but it was just a very rainy day. I don't know, the vibes were off. But yeah, the next convention I'm going to is in July, and I'm also performing at that convention. I'm trying to get more involved in conventions. In cons. Like performing or something, and I'm performing in the Idol Showcase as V-Flower. Hopefully one of my friends can get a video of that, because the performance I did in April at Castle Point, nobody got a video of that. Like, there were videos, but they were kind of, like, crappy videos. So, hopefully, at TinyCon, which is where I'm performing next month, someone gets a video, and I'll post it. And then I hope to perform at DerpyCon in October. Guys, DerpyCon is on Halloween. I do not believe in people who say that you're too old to go trick-or-treating. I mean, I think that was pretty obvious that I hate people who say that because I'm a cosplayer who plays with anime figures and I like toys. I still go out to trick-or-treat. Last year I went out to trick-or-treat and everybody I knew was like, I'm going to parties, I'm going to drink, and we're going to parties. And I'm like, I'm going to this house to get Kit Kats, actually. But I think, because Halloween is my favorite holiday. Halloween is my favorite holiday, so I always want to go all out for it. Like, I love horror movies. Halloween is literally my shit. So this year I want to do something more, because trick-or-treating was not very fun last year. I don't know if it's just people don't trick-or-treat anymore, but... Oh, you saw my V-Flower cosplay? Thank you! I love my V-Flower cosplay. Sorry, I'm talking about like a million things at once, but I love my V-Flower cosplay. I feel so cool in that cosplay. I got it off of AliExpress, though. Because there was no other place that I could find a V-Flower cosplay. I actually got that cosplay for this performance that I'm doing in July, because I submitted a video of me doing the dance, because I'll be doing Venom by Kairiki Bear, which is a V-Flower song. And I submitted my audition, and I got accepted. But I didn't have my V-Flower cosplay. I was just thinking like, oh, this would be fun to do. So then I actually had to buy the cosplay, and I love it so much. But the only place I could find V-Flower was on AliExpress, and the cosplay is so cheap. Like, do not look too close to it, or else you will see that everything is printed on. So before the convention, after I'm done working on this huge Miku project, I'm gonna fix up that cosplay. I'm gonna sew on some things so that it doesn't look so cheap, or it at least looks a little bit better. But yeah, anyways, I was talking about Halloween. For Halloween this year, I want to do something, like, actually, and this convention that I love, DerpyCon, I went for the first time last year. It was easily my favorite convention that I went to in 2025. I loved DerpyCon. It was so much fun. It's a small convention held in like a hotel lobby, but it was so nice. Like, I don't know, it was just really great. And I met a lot of good cosplay mutuals I have there, so I have good memories of that convention, and I'm thinking I want to perform there. Question mark. I might do something. Maybe with Infinity Miku. Maybe I might join the cosplay masquerade. But yeah, the convention falls on, I think it's October 30th to the November 1st. So it's, yes. Because it's October 30th, which is a Friday. Halloween is on a Saturday this year. I am literally so excited more than anyone. Like, all day, we're gonna be going back and forth between the freaking, like, haunted hayride. Like, it's gonna be hype. I'm going all out for Halloween this year, and I said the same thing last year, but then trick-or-treating was not fun. So, I think it'd be really fun to go to an anime convention on Halloween, because then everyone's dressed up. Like, that's kind of the point. If you want to explain cosplay to somebody, a simple definition would just be Halloween, but it's all year around. But yeah, I want to go to Fright Fest. Oh my gosh, I've always wanted to go to Fright Fest. On Halloween would be really hectic, though. We probably wouldn't get out of there for a while. I was thinking of what my Halloween costume would be. Tenko raves in cosplay? Any place is a good excuse. Techno rave. I read that as Tenko instead of techno. Like Tenko Chabashira from Danganronpa, bro. Techno raves in cosplay? Any place is a good excuse to cosplay. That's so true. That's so cool, though. To go to a rave in cosplay. so many people, like, let me move her here. I feel like a lot of people express that they get embarrassed when they cosplay in public. Personally, I feel very cool when I'm cosplaying in public. Like, if I go to a grocery store, if, like, after a convention we go out to eat, I feel pretty awesome sitting there as, like, Kagami Len. Also, if you go to somewhere to eat after a convention, there is bound to be cosplayers there because it's in most, like, unless you're going somewhere that's 10 miles away, there's bound to be cosplayers in the area, who are also going to eat there, but, like, I'd feel cool walking around a grocery store in cosplay. It makes me feel more free. Something about that. I don't know. Any place is a good place to cosplay. I think it's gonna be 8 years since I started cosplaying soon. Or 7? I think the 7-year anniversary, because I started cosplaying on my 9th birthday. Got my first ever real cosplay on my 9th birthday, which is in August. So is that gonna be 7 years? Wait, because that was like 2019. What? Yeah, it's gonna be 7 years. That's so weird. Why was 2019 7 years ago? That's really weird. I'm almost done unpicking this. I have... Oh yeah, look, I have this much more to go, and then I could start cutting it. But I should take measurements first so that way it's equal to the other side. And I'm not just going wild on it. I was thinking yesterday for Halloween this year, I might do her. Reina. Because I like keeping my Halloween costumes, like, spooky. Like, I like keeping the vibe. For Halloween one year, I was Mikan Sumiki from Danganronpa. With, like, the pink blood and stuff. And then, for another year, I was Hu Tao from Genshin Impact. With, like, her whole thing with ghosts and everything. And she works at the morgue, I think? I used to be really into Danganronpa. Not the morgue. She has this, like, coffin service. I don't know, I used to love... Did I just say Danganronpa? I meant Genshin Impact. I used to love Genshin Impact. But yeah, I try to keep my vibes spooky every year. I was Helena from the My Chemical Romance music video last year. And I handmade my dress, and nobody noticed or cared. And also Halloween was very... Yes, the funeral parlor. Yes, that's what she does. What was I for Halloween? Oh, then I was Draculaura. But yeah, for this year for Halloween, I think I might do Reina Ryugu with, like, her blood and stuff. And her hatchet. How cool! How cool is that? I love her. She's so cool. And awesomeness. Also, her cosplay is, like, seems very easy to make. It's just a dress. It's just a white dress. It doesn't matter. Others don't notice or care as long as you're having fun. Yes. No, it's because my school had, like, a Halloween costume contest, and I went up and I said, I am Helena from My Chemical Romance, and nobody cared. Which, like, I guess that's kind of niche. In a high school setting, that is kind of niche. But yeah, as long as I'm having fun. And I'm not hurting others. Because sometimes, I can't even lie, I do feel bad, like, sometimes about what my mom says about cosplay and all that. But then I remember that I'm not hurting anyone. And there's literally people my age who are, like, making alcohol in their house and smoking, like, daily. Like, people at my age have issues with drinking. Are you serious? That's another thing I could talk about, is, like, how rampant that is nowadays. It's so normalized for minors to be into, like, really just... I don't know. I know cigarettes were always, like, a thing that, you know, minors smoked cigarettes and drank and whatever. It was, of course, bad, but I feel like nowadays it's just so uncontrollable how normalized it is. I don't know, but I'm essentially saying, like, I'm playing dress up and other people my age are smoking in the bathrooms at school. Like, I think I could have been a worse child. Skull Ryuji for Halloween just because you know skulls, but I'm not able to celebrate. Oh no. Maybe on Halloween you could just take like cool photos of you in Ryuji cosplay. Honestly, like I love Persona 5 so much, but none of the outfits are like anything that I'd really want to cosplay as. I can't think of a character from Persona that I'd really want to cosplay. Maybe Goro Akechi. I think his outfit is really cool. But there's like no other character from Persona 5 that I really like their design. Like their Persona costumes are not the most appealing in my personal opinion. Like for me to cosplay. Like there's none of them that really speak to me. My favorite character is Yusuke, but I wouldn't really want to cosplay him. I tried doing a closet cosplay of his casual outfit, but I don't know. I'm guilty. No, I'm not. I'm guilty of not yet finishing Persona 5 as well. Like, don't even worry. I got stuck. I'm not sure how far in you are, but I think I'm at like a. I think I'm close to the end of the game, but I'm currently in a palace that I'm at a part where I just can't get past. And I've been stuck there since like April, and I just haven't picked up my Switch again. I want to play Persona 4 so bad. I don't know if I should play the original or wait for the revival to come out. Because I bought... It was like last year that the Nintendo eShop had this crazy deal on the Persona games. And it was like $50 for Persona 3, 4, and 5. It was Persona 3 Portable and Persona 5 Royale. But yeah, that was such a good deal because each of those games individually is like $50, although Persona 3 Portable is not very desirable, or not very talked about. I would have rather played Reload, which I think Reload they do have for Switch. I do also have an Xbox, but I prefer Switch, because then you can actually bring it places. And I know there's a way to connect your Xbox to your computer or something, but I don't know, I still have to figure that out. I know it is a good deal. So many, like, video game companies are announcing crazy things right now, though. Like, a lot of really good stuff is happening in video games right now. Like, Nintendo, Xbox, and PlayStation have all made crazy announcements this past week. Persona 4 Golden is good. Yes, I think I have Persona 4 Golden. I think that's the one that was included in the pack that I had. But it looks so cool. Like, the concept of Persona 4, I've literally been yearning to play this game. I tried playing Persona 3 when I first got this, you know, I first got all the Persona games. I tried starting with 3. But honestly, if I could suggest to anybody now, I'd start with Persona 5 because I think it's the most engaging game. Like, it's the most interesting right off the bat. And I feel like it appeals to a more wider audience. Because, like, now that I've played Persona 5 and I'm actually really into it, I feel more inclined to play the other Persona games. Like, now I want to play Persona 4. Because the concept looks so cool. But Persona 3, I tried playing Persona 3 Portable. I do not understand a thing. I had to drop the game because I was not strong enough for a boss battle because I would, instead of making Makoto stronger or my team stronger, I would make him go to work and make more money every day. So, I actually have to restart that game. I should. Because I just don't get it. I'm stuck at a current part. I've been stuck at a part since like last November of last year, and then I just dropped it. I haven't played Persona 4 yet, but I like Yosuke. I've heard a lot about him. Like, whenever I see Persona 4, I see Yosuke. I like the blue one from Persona 4. The girl with the blue hair, and she has a hat. I forget her name. There's a lot of games I want to play, though. I started playing Fallout 4 because my friend is really into Fallout 4. I started playing it, but I haven't really had time to, like, sit down and continue playing it. And then I want to... Oh my god, I'm so excited for the new Danganronpa. I'm gonna play that. I also want to play Danganronpa V3, because I've been into Danganronpa for years now. I haven't really been, like, a huge fan lately, but I used to be really into it. Trigger Happy Havoc, the first game, is always my favorite, and Celestia is my favorite character, but I used to, like, LARP Danganronpa V3. I loved Kokichi, but I did not play the game. So I want to play Danganronpa V3 because it looks really cool. Like, I know the general story, but I've never played it. Naoto, yes, that's the girl from Persona 4. Yes, Trigger Happy Havoc is my favorite. My favorites are Celestia. I think Celestia, Byakuya, and then if I had to have, like, a third one, like, a top 3, not in order of, like, favorite. Well, actually, yeah, in order of favorites, actually, because I know Celestia is my favorite, then Byakuya. Maybe Toko? Do I have to cut off this part? I don't think I have to cut off this part. Okay, now I can finally get back to work. My favorite character is Sayaka. She's just so cute. Yay! Sayaka is cute. I wish we got more of her. Go here. Actually, she's, like, very cumbersome right now. Girl, get out of the way. I want her here, but, like, she's in my way. Wait, I love Danganronpa. Now I'm, like, thinking of Danganronpa. In the second game, my favorites are... Because, like, I know the story of all the Danganronpa games, but I've never really... I've never played them. I was playing... Well, I've played Trigger Happy Havoc, but I haven't played... I was in the process of playing, Goodbye Despair, and then I think it was included in, like, Xbox Live years ago, and then they just, like, stopped doing that, so it also removed Danganronpa for me, and I just dropped it after that. Toko and Aoi, yes. I remember in Danganronpa Goodbye Despair, the second one, my favorite characters were... Back in the day, my favorite characters were Ibuki, Gundam, and Mikon. But, like, as I'm watching the trials now, because, like I said earlier, I watch the trials, like, as background noise, I think my favorite characters are becoming... I don't know, actually. Yeah, Danganronpa 2, I don't really know about my favorite. Like, if I had to have a changed opinion. But Danganronpa, they're having this, this contest. They put it on their YouTube. Actually, wait. I might change this. Anyways. Danganronpa, they put on their YouTube, they're having some sort of contest. the creative contest, and there's like 4 different categories. There's cosplay, art, illustration, and something else. Oh, it's like there's drawing, I think physical crafts, cosplay, and coloring. Where like provide a coloring page and you color it. And there's like a grand prize of like $1,000, but I don't really care about the grand prize. I just kind of want to participate for fun. And I'm gonna submit photos of my Celestia cosplay for that. Gundam is everyone's favorite. You just can't hate him. I used to hate Mahiru. For some reason I used to hate her, but as I'm rewatching now, like, she's actually a likable character. I think I just didn't know enough about the game. And I only saw, like, snippets of her personality. This is, like, 3.5 inches. Oh, it's, like, closer to 4 inches. And this down here is, like, 5.5 inches. Hello, welcome back. We've been talking about Danganronpa. So I cut this to be like 5 inches on the other side. So, where's my pencil? I have a pencil. So that way I know. And then at the top, did I say like 4.5? 3.5? I think everybody who's here in this, I almost said phone call. Everybody who's here in this live stream right now, I think they should all get a yummy drink of their choice today. I had a phase, like, last week with matcha. I was, like, craving matcha. I've never had matcha in my life. And I was, like, craving matcha for some reason. And I was like, I really want to try it. It really depends on the place where you get it. I had matcha, like, 3 times last week. I had it from Starbucks. And then I had it twice from a cafe. Not the same cafe, but 2 different cafes, and then I had it from Starbucks. I can say that the 2 cafes made it so much better than Starbucks, and that's definitely because, like, Starbucks and places like Dunkin' that have matcha, they just, like, carry this mixture, whoa, you know what I'm trying to say. And it's just awe. It's just really awe. Like, it's so gross. Starbucks matcha is really not good. But yeah, I don't know why I said I liked matcha so much. It's not good, in my personal opinion. It's not... I mean, it depends on the kind of person you are, but I tried it, and every time I tried to make myself finish it. The first matcha I had was very good, though. I got it from a cafe, and I got it for breakfast. It was very good. Anyways, I love Danganronpa. I've only seen the first game with Makoto, Byakuya, and Toko. Yes, the first game is my favorite. And also the other one's favorite. Chocolate Crayons. I want to get back into Danganronpa. I've tried some of my friends' matcha before and I didn't like it, but everyone else seems to really like it. I do really think it depends on where you get the matcha from. Because the cafes that I had it at, it was homemade. Chocolate Crayons. Who's my favorite Danganronpa character? Of all time, it is Celestia. Celestia is definitely my favorite. Oh my gosh, did you see they announced her Nendroid? I voted for that, bruh. Back in, like, I think it was maybe January, the Good Smile Company released this poll for Danganronpa Nendroids. And they're like, vote which character you want to have a Nendroid next. And I voted for Celestia, and she is getting a Nendroid now. And I think the upcoming ones, I might be totally wrong about this, but I think they were, like, 2nd and 3rd place was Kaede and, Chihiro? Yes. Mine is Byakuya. Yes, I love Byakuya. I can't wait for the Celestia Nendoroid because I want her figure so bad. I voted for Sayaka, but I like the Celestia one too. I think someday, I see in the near future, we will have a full set of Danganronpa Nendoroids. I can't wait for new merch to be released, because I do feel like with Danganronpa 2x2, there's going to be new merch. Do you guys have a Round 1 arcade near you? Because Round 1 arcade always does these collaborations. I went to Round 1 the other day with my friend for the Persona 3 collab. Well, we actually went for the auto collab for the figure, but everywhere is sold out of the auto figure because everybody wants it. But, yeah, Round 1 is having a lot of crazy collabs right now. Round 1 arcade. They're currently having the Vocaloid collab, Persona 3 collab, My Hero Academia collab. They recently had a Chainsaw Man one. Did I say Persona 3 already? But they're having the Auto collab. I love Auto. I love Auto. But yeah, we were saying, like, me and my friend were talking, we were like, what other collabs should they do? And I said, Danganronpa. Because the way the collaborations work with Round 1 is that they